Blog Talk Radio.
Caller number one, you rockin' with your boy Fatcat on the Fatcat Show, so what's crackin'?
Ain't no party like a fat cat party, cause a fat cat party don't stop. You never catch me sleeping, man, because I'm reaching the top. And if I gotta sacrifice, I put some hip in my hop. Ain't no party like a fat cat party. At a fat cat party, they blow. You know how it is. Get on your mark, set, go. Let it do what it do. You on the Fat Cat Show. Yep.
This show's fanatical, so spell it with a capital, cause half of you was laughable. Don't have me coming after you. You know exactly what a Mac can do. A legend like Mac can do. I'ma name this Fat Cat Avenue. Man, you gotta be honest, you need to talk it out. Cause if you hate and keep stepping, you need to walk it out. Man, damn, what the fuss is all about? Mean Queen, Fat Cat, they be showing out. Are they real, man? Are these niggas holding out? Make sure the middle finger hits the colon. Cause haters, they never win, man, they never do. Raising hell so the devil never go to heaven too. First off, second two, I could never do. Nephew, you think I'm sorry cause I left you? Down for making revenue. One thing I know, you tuning in to the Fat Cat Show, yeah?
Ain't no party like a fat cat party, cause a fat cat party don't stop. You never catch me sleeping, man, because I'm reaching the top. And if I gotta sacrifice, I put some hip in my hop. Ain't no party like a fat cat party. At a fat cat party, they blow. You know how it is. Get on your mark, set, go. Let it do what it do. You on the Fat Cat Show, yep. Yo, 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 what's happening? You rocking with your boy, the sinister minister, the preacher's grandson, the Rabbi Raymond Noodle, the chaplain of fried chicken's last rites, your boy Fat Cat, and my dog, Satellite Bills. What's cracking?
What's happening? What's happening? I'm back.
You say you back. Well, this is, y'all gotta excuse us because this is the first time we're broadcasting live on YouTube. So I'm still trying to figure a lot of things out. So excuse me, but even if we don't get no type of views right now, we're still figuring things out. So anyway, we coming live to you from the city of Detroit, Michigan. Y'all know what's up, to 313. So just wanted to see what's rocking with y'all. But Satellite, what's happening with you today, dog?
Oh, you're breaking up so bad, I can't even understand you.
Okay, let me see. Okay, what's happening with you today? You hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, so what's happening with you today, man?
Oh, nothing much. Just got out today and enjoyed some of this beautiful, beautiful weather.
Yeah, it definitely was that. I can say that it definitely was some good weather. But what you do out here? You know, being the see the
I just had to handle.
Just had to handle what?
Some business downtown Detroit.
Yeah, that's.
So I was down there all day because tomorrow is the last day for those taxes.
Oh yeah, definitely. You definitely don't want to get caught up in that type of bull crap. So
because they will put your house up for auction.
Yeah, they definitely will get you in the city of Detroit, and it won't be to your benefit because they trying to get us up out of here anyway, bruh. You know.
For real.
Yeah.
Any nice neighborhoods? I seen that today. I was parked in front of the house. This white guy, he pulled up to me because he was across the street. He said, "Do you know the people that live here?" I was like, "No, I don't know them." He's like, "Yeah, because I own this house and a couple of houses on this block, and I've been trying to catch up with the guys that's renting." And I'm like, "Wow." I'm talking about they buying up entire blocks.
Yeah, and
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it because we should have been doing, black folks should have been doing the same thing.
And they getting it for cheap though. They don't give them the same. They don't do them like they do us. They get the
I know, but one thing about properties is, they're not they especially hood, they're not selling the houses for any cheaper to anybody. So it was a point of time if you had cash you could make it happen, but a lot of people didn't have cash on hand,
Mm-hmm.
so
But
they couldn't make it happen.
From my understanding, no, they may not be letting them get it like that, but but when they buy in bulk, they let them get it cheaper, and then who knows what was underlying deal they're cutting with them. As far as I bet you they not by the time they get everybody clear and out of there, that's the same skin tone as me and you, that they're gonna the taxes, the property taxes gonna be lower and everything.
Yeah, that's what they're doing now. Like, you get behind in your property taxes because the property taxes in the city was just so high before. Like, I was paying $7,000 a year to live in Detroit for my taxes.
No
so
way.
you get so behind in those taxes. I'm talking about that's you get behind in them. And that's what is it, 20% on top of that. You get behind in those taxes, man. It's hard to play catch up.
Man,
It's hard. It's hard, and now I see, since people started losing their houses, the taxes have gone down a lot. Like, I'm only paying like what, $3,200 a year for my taxes now.
3,200.
They're going down a lot.
That's not.
Yeah, I'm paying $3,200 now.
That's not. That's not bad.
Yeah, that's not bad. But before that happened, man, I was paying an arm and a leg.
Yeah, because before.
And I knew what the plan was to get us out of there, because Detroit has some real nice neighborhoods. You got the Sherwood Forest, you got the north, south of Rosedale Park, Grandma area. They want you out of there, the Boston Edison area. A lot of those properties in that area, because I was looking for a house in that area. I'm glad I didn't get it, but because I couldn't keep up the maintenance. As far as the gardening and all that stuff. That's another bill right there.
Yeah,
and I couldn't handle that.
Right. It's a damn shame though, but that's how things go, especially when people trying to hide the fact that discrimination and all this other stuff is still existing. I was hearing somebody well, I'm gonna say this. I was listening to 97.1 A Ticket. That's this sports show in Detroit, and I mean in Michigan. And they were talking about the comment that Stan Van Gundy, the coach of the Detroit Pistons, made, and he said the one and done rule in basketball in the NBA was racist. And basically, in every other sport, like except for the National Football League, baseball, hockey, all that, them guys that come out of high school are allowed to jump to the pros directly to the pros from high school. But a predominantly black sport in basketball, you got to do one and out. You can't jump straight to the pros. So
they just changed that.
Yeah, you can't jump straight to
but you know what's real crazy about that that whole thing to me. Like when those guys are playing in college basketball, I'm saying the college get millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Millions of dollars.
Yeah.
And the athletes get absolutely nothing.
Nothing. Yeah.
I'm talking about a lot of the athletes and families live in poverty. That's why a lot of them jump to the NBA.
Right.
But the colleges, they're making all this money off the sports merchandise, the broadcasting of the shows, and they don't offer the athletes anything. And if you do take something, you won't be able to play in the NBA.
Yeah, but
Crazy.
my thing is they saying that the people that are athletes, um, high school athletes that are jumping to the pros early are ruining the college game. But my thing is this: if you're if you're going to college for a career, say I got to go to college to uh let's say be an electrician or not, I'm just throwing something out there, doctor or a lawyer or something like that. Basketball is most of these guys' professions. So if they're leaving high school to jump into a profession, why would they have to go to college? Why are you saying that it's a bad idea when
Because if they jump into the pros, that's money that the college can't get. From those players come to play at the school, they're going straight to the pros. So hey, wow, we can't showcase your talent on TV, so we can't use you up and have you playing for free. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah, but it mystifies me how these guys could um even talk that mess about that anyway right now, because they're not, it's not racist, but you can't explain why that rule doesn't apply to wouldn't the college hockey game be hurt? Wouldn't the college baseball game be hurt the same way?
Who want to see a young black guy become a millionaire? Come on, stop it, all right?
Yeah. I know per se. I know what the dealio is. I'm just talking mess, because we really know what's happening, as far as that. So I don't know, man, but it's just a lot of crazy stuff, dog, that's going on, and we need to pay closer attention to this. I'm sitting up here. I'm not trying to tune anything out, but man, I am intrigued with this. I have to figure out how to send things out as far as my bring
Go
people.
on, Ali. Come on.
Bring you better leave me alone. Bring people into the show here on my page. This is amazing right here. YouTube. I have to learn how to work it a little bit better than I do, but it's a wonderful site right here. But anyway, I'm going into the topic, not the topic, actual topic, but I just want to speak a little minute on income tax. This is income tax season, and so
oh yeah,
a lot of people need to. You need to be careful. I mean, we make jokes as far as women being able to get ugly women being able to get certain men during this period, but a lot of people feel when income tax time come, this is flex time. This is your time to flex your muscle, flex and show people what you got, but this is also a time that you need to be careful, and unfortunately for one young lady, the income tax season turned tragedy. And I hate that people have to resort to murdering somebody, especially if you rob. Robbery is wrong in itself, but if you're going to rob somebody, why you got to kill them? why would you kill a person? That I mean, why would you rob them? But really, why would you kill them? I prefer you to rob a person than kill them. You know. But with this young lady, unfortunately, it turned tragic for her. So watch this video and we're gonna discuss it here on the Fatcat Show, y'all.
New details on a deadly shooting in Wilkinsburg. Police arrested 3 suspects in the murder of 27-year-old Kiana Davis. She was shot while she walked on Laketon Road this week. Police say a vehicle pulled up alongside her and then 2 men got out, robbed her, and then shot her. Police arrested Kewan Scott, Dane Taylor, and Leah Whitley.
I couldn't find a full detail on it, but both of the ladies were working. 2 ladies was working at Dollar General in Wilkinsburg, and the one coworker was eavesdropping on the other one who said she had 7 racks. So she called 2 guys up to set up the plot and rob this young lady. And unfortunately, it turned tragic. So, what's your takes, man? What's your take on that, dude?
I don't know, man. You have to watch the company that you keep. Don't tell everybody all your business. That's with anything and everything, especially tax time.
Yeah.
I'm saying because to some poor, broke, not having nothing, scantless, lazy guys, that was nothing but lunchtime to them. They didn't care. They said, what? It's time for us to eat.
Yeah.
10 racks, you might, 7 racks, you might look at that like, that's not real money. But they think that's real money. And she was bragging about it. And this guy is just like her.
Yeah.
They think that's a lot of money, and that's nothing, man.
Yeah.
People don't understand. Like, you wait till the end of the year to get $7,000. Man, there's people making $7,000 in 1 week.
I know.
And now you're gonna wait till for a whole year to get $7,000 back, and you feel like you're a millionaire, because that's what goes on, man.
Unfortunately,
a lot of these people, they get these tax returns, man, and they living it up. They have all these, before they get the money, they have all these plans, like, I'm gonna buy a house, I'm gonna put this money up for my child. And they blow that money up on rental cars, a casino, and what else? Hotel rooms.
You ain't lying.
That's some clothes.
And that's
it.
That's the bad part about it. Bad part about it. Everybody, unfortunately, in most cases, people flex more at tax time because all through the year they spend their time paying bills, and they be living check to check. And so when they get this tax money, those who get it, they don't know how to act then. Now it's time to, okay, I wasn't...
But the whole thing, but your mind should be thinking, okay, how about I just get myself out of that whole paying, living off every check throughout the year. Because you can set yourself up to not. I'm talking about to get out of that situation.
Right.
Period.
I believe you. I agree with you on that. But just think, for most people that don't have anything at that time, they don't think like that, because most people are just consumers. Unfortunately, it's us, because we're the top consumers.
They want that. It ain't no us, because I ain't nothing like them jokers. That instant gratification stuff, I had you jacked up.
Yeah, it will. It'll definitely have you jacked up. But that's how most people unfortunately think. They just they don't
say most people, say those people. Those people. I'm talking about when it comes to ignorance, I never say we.
Yeah.
We got to get it. No, they need to get it together, because I got sense in my head.
Yeah, I mean, but still, you know what I mean when I say that. For just
Yeah,
think,
I
if
know.
if you got 10 people, if you got 10 people and they both got, and all of them got 7 racks, how many of them do you think gon' truly invest out of the number?
Um, it depends on what kind of people you're talking
Yeah,
about
it
because
do.
I
Let's
I
say
hate to say
let's
this,
say
but
from the
because
hood.
I've seen this a lot of times. They're just from the hood. They'll go buy somebody else's used problem that's gonna break down anyway. Go get a used car.
Yep.
They're gonna drive it for 2 months, then they're gonna break it down. It's gonna sit in somebody's backyard on flats, and then you're gonna wait till the next year do the same thing all over again. Crazy.
Unfortunately, you're right. That's how it's gonna go. We definitely gonna run into that type of problem. But it's, I just hate. But
Well,
the thing lost in it all is that a young lady lost her life, and I think too, you like you said, you have to be very careful of the company you keep, and stop bragging. Stop bragging on stuff. It's
so
so,
that's nothing to brag about, man. I'm saying one thing about um a lot of hood folks is they don't know they poor.
yeah, yeah,
Just because you dress nice and you're driving around in a car that's not yours because it's not paid for. You're
right,
living in an apartment.
right,
Um, you 2 checks away from being homeless. You know what I'm saying? They
right.
don't know they poor. They think they have something. Like you have absolutely nothing, man. But
I
they, and that's how you can fool people. Not them not knowing that they're poor. Because if they knew that they were poor, they probably wouldn't make those crazy decisions. That's why people go get these Cadillacs and this and that, even if it's a lease.
right,
Man, rich people don't drive around in Cadillacs.
right.
Most rich people, like I go in some of these neighborhoods, man. Most of the time, you see vans and pickup trucks. Those folks are working for themselves.
You
You
know
don't see not one Escalade in the driveway,
you know
and that's what I look at when I drive through those neighborhoods.
and you know what's so funny that when I was working at the casino, it was this white guy that came into the casino, and he was some kind of neurosurgeon, and this dude had racks, but you looking at him, you couldn't. He looked kind of like a broke field specter. Like he would come in there, he would have the raggediest clothes on, and he would have a fanny pack, like. And you looking at him, you would think like, dog, he looked like he eat out the garbage or something. But little did we know that he would play in the high limit area most of the time, and he had money, and so one guy was telling me that like that dude rich right there. I'm telling you, he loaded. I didn't believe it, but I ran into him outside. He would drive a beat up car up to the casino, and I ran into him out the street, and he had and sure enough, I forgot where I was, and I ran into him, and he was pushing a Bentley, and he was and he was dressed sharp and all that, and I was like, man, not to say judge a book by its cover, but it just go to show you that everything that you look at ain't what it seems. But
Just man, hood people, they don't know they poor. Like I said before, they don't know anything about investing, and they don't think about their future.
right, right,
Because if you was thinking about your future, you wouldn't even make half those mistakes. I'd have made mistakes when it comes to money, but I haven't made mistakes like they make mistakes.
right. And to anyone out there listening that want to chime in on this topic, that number is 516-453-9481. Press 1 if you want to comment. But like I said, man, I'm guilty of that too, because I get happy during tax time too, because for the most part my money is wrapped up into in what I'm doing right now, you know, as far as the church thing, and taking care of my kids, providing for my family, and even this show, you know, I got things wrapped up in there which I need to, you know, me and you need to discuss further and get going. But you know, so when tax time comes, I don't get to treat myself a lot. I don't, and my wife always getting on me about that. She said, you know, you don't treat yourself, you know, which I don't, you know, I'm not that flamboyant type dude. So I ain't gonna go out and splurge money on new cars and stuff like that. That has never been me. But, you know, time to time, like tax time, I do treat myself. You know, like this tax time, I bought myself some, you know, some new clothes for church, you know, just to have for church. Because since I've been got back in church, you know, I haven't had that many church clothes, you know, the go church clothes to go to church. And so, you know, here we go. So does that make me a bad dude?
Hey man, you do what you do.
So anyway, I want to talk about this next story about this murder that happened over here in Detroit on the west side on Finkel, of this ex-boyfriend killing his ex-girlfriend, the father, and a neighbor. And, you know, it's a lesson to be learned in all this, because I have a daughter, you have a daughter, and we gotta really show our daughters what real men are. You know, we have to really show them how a man is supposed to treat you, and at the same time not to get caught up with man. You know man is. But anyway, before we get heavy into it, we gonna watch the little video, and then we gonna talk about man for a minute.
For that breaking news, in the hunt for a man wanted in a killing spree.
Police say that gunman who shot and killed 4 people in Detroit is dead. We're told he shot himself. This all started at a gas station on Finkel this morning. Police say George Anthony Davis gunned down a church deacon and 2 young women.
Investigators say he then headed over to a house on Faust Street where he shot and killed a 4th person, a cousin.
Davis was spotted in Van Buren Township where he allegedly carjacked someone. He led them on a chase all the way to Perrysburg, Ohio, and that is where investigators say he pulled into a gas station and shot himself.
7 Action News reporter Kim Russell joins us live on Detroit's west side where this all started. Kim, what have you learned about the victims?
Oh, they were also loved. I'm live right now along Fenkel Avenue in front of the Sunoco gas station where 3 people lost their lives, 2 young women and a deacon. And that deacon, he was beloved by so many people who went to the Citadel of Praise Church. He lived right next door in this White House where you can see people who are mourning, gathering. And that's not all. Police say the same gunman took another man's life at a house not far away. Just before 9 this morning, 3 people came to the Sunoco on Fenkel Avenue at Beaverland. 60-year-old Raphael Hall, his daughter, 26-year-old Sierra Barganier, and a neighbor Hall offered to drive to work, 21-year-old Kristen Thomas. Detroit police say as they filled up, Sierra's ex, George Anthony Davis, approached them. After a conversation, Davis suddenly pulled out a gun and shot all 3, killing them.
My brother was a loving father, loving husband, a loving brother, a loving friend.
Raphael Hall's sister says the family is in shock. Her brother dedicated his life to serving God as a deacon at the Citadel of Praise Church at Linden and Evergreen.
Yeah, man, it's a tragedy, man. I always even
they're killing people. They killing people before it get hot.
But the whole thing about it is, even though my daughter right now is 8 years old, you know, I always tell her and show her the example of a man. And I know your daughter is grown now, and so you instilled all of that in her also, So, but it's rough because we don't. I know you don't have a son, but I got 2 sons, and so I'm a little biased when it comes to my boys than my girl. And oftentimes we don't think like that. But I also try to now teach my son, because these women done got scandalous out here too. So you can't only look past that, but they got different worries than we had back then, because now you got to wonder if your son is gonna be molested or converted or all of that, so not I just I don't want to get off into the LGBT type thing, but to me, it hurts to me if my son didn't want to produce no grandchild for me to keep the name going, to keep our friend legacy going.
Well, I say it for you because you can't say it, but I can say it. But look, if I had a son, I don't want no son to be no sissy.
Oh man, I'm just
care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care who gets mad at me. I'm just keeping it real. I'm being truthful. I don't want a gay son. I don't want my son to fall in love with another man, because I'm sorry, I just don't.
I'm being, and I'm being politically correct, and I just
me too. I'm being honest. I'm just being honest. I didn't say I hated anybody. Or if that's your life and that's what you do, that's what you do. But
right.
For me, for myself, for my child, I don't want a gay child.
Yeah.
Sorry. Sorry. I don't want to get. I want my daughter to have an easier life, because that's a hard life, man.
Yeah.
People want to jump you and beat you and judge you because of what you're doing.
You know what though?
I don't want my daughter. I don't want my daughter to have a hard life like that.
You know what though? It seemed like though it's more and more being embraced, because they can embrace it all they want to. In our day, the ones that were gay were scared to say it, but now they're not. And the harsh reality is, I see more going out. I see more gay girls than anything.
Yeah, but I would rather for somebody just to not hide it. That's how a lot of these people, these AIDS cases, a man to mess with a man, then go home mess with his wife.
Yeah.
I would rather for you to be yourself.
Right.
I would rather for you to be yourself.
Right. That's
Don't live a lie. Be yourself.
Right. I would prefer that too. I'm just saying but I'm just saying, from my perspective, I want my son to grow up and be a productive young man. I want grandkids. I want him to carry the family name on. The same. I know my daughter, if she moves on, she gets married, she gonna, have her own family off somewhere. But there's still, my seeds, getting out there. So, it's rough, and God bless. I'm just going to say it like that. We going to move on, man. But we going to get into our topic, though, for today. And for those that's interested in calling in, that number is 516-453-94. Dang, what I'm saying? 9481. Press 1 if you want to comment. We're interested in hearing from you. This is our first time streaming live on YouTube, and all comments are appreciated. So come holler at me in Satellite Bills. You know what's up. But anyway, we're going to get into our topic for today. You ready for that topic?
I'm ready for it.
Okay. Our topic for today. Wait a minute. Let me cut this down. This is too loud, yeah. The topic for today: there's far too many of us dying. Why is the world we living in so evil and cold? Why don't anyone seem to care for one another? It's not summer yet, and the death toll is rising in Detroit. The saying used to be cold weather keeps the thugs inside. Why is all the killing happening now? Are we just a cursed city, or do we have bad people? How can we change the mindset and stop the killing? Is it because we have an undermanned police department? What do you think? What's your take on that, man?
I think we had a mild winter. That's why.
You think so? Yeah, I think the earlier part of the winter it was real frigid out there, and of course they wasn't getting out as much, but I think that killing started remember like in December, coming into this year. It was, we was closing out the year with people just murking people, and I don't know the solution to it. You know what I'm saying? I grew up on the east side of Detroit, man. I love my city. I always consider it home. But I think with the emphasis is put on too much, like in revitalization of Detroit rather than protecting its citizens. I think now, all the money is being spent on skate parks and all the things that don't concern what used to be the makeup of the city, which is the African American community. And I think
they just use the people that's in Detroit now. They just want the tax money, so they can put the money back into downtown.
Yeah,
open up restaurants and bars. It's not for us.
Yeah, it's not.
None of that stuff is for. None of that stuff is for us. And all they're doing is fixing everything up for everybody else but us. I say everybody else instead of saying white people.
Yeah.
All right. And that's the truth. And these fools, they're taking these Section 8 housing vouchers, moving up into apartments. People they know how to get us out the city. You offer them a Section 8 voucher, and they're gone.
Yeah.
You start making because the further you get away from the city, rent is cheaper.
Yeah.
Like if you went out to Clinton Township or Mount Clemens, anything further away from the city is cheaper, and people are migrating towards that way. Because I've seen it. Because I lived in Clinton Township in 2003. 2000. I moved there in 2001. And I left around 2005.
Yeah.
But I've seen the difference when we start moving out there. It's not that black folks don't take care of the property. It's just they don't keep the maintenance of the apartment complexes or the condos up when we move there. They stop doing all the painting. They don't have the maintenance people cleaning up.
Right.
So if you stop painting and cleaning up, it's gonna start looking raggedy. Then they start mixing working class people with Section 8 people that don't want to work.
Right.
Because most of the time with Section 8 people, they bring their cousins and friends and everybody to pile up into one apartment.
Yeah.
And then they have their friends or cousins that don't work. They just watch the working people houses. Like, we can hit a lick and break into that house while they at work.
Yep. Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, all the working class people, they'll move out, and the only thing that's left there is no good, rotten people that don't want to work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I said on the show before, you can't mix black people with the N words, because black people don't like to be around certain types of black people. We are not all the same. just because we're the same color.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. Because like I said, I even though I had moved out the city, I still consider it home. You know, and I think that's one of the reasons too why, you know, my grandfather, uh, I ain't gonna say mysteriously, but he could have picked any other city, but he chose to build his roots here, and I think I admire my grandfather so much, and I just love this city so much. And it's like if I had my you know choice, probably if I was um let's say didn't have kids and a family to worry about, it wouldn't have bothered me as much to keep a home down there and all that stuff. But just the thought of thinking, because anything can happen anywhere, but just the thought of, you know, like the area I had bought my home in, it was a lot of home invasions and a lot of crazy stuff happening, people shooting, and we used to have to get my kids out because we had a bungalow for a colonial brick, and I used to have to take my kids out of their rooms and bring them downstairs because of the shooting in the area, and I didn't want my kids to get struck. But it was, you know, it was hard making that move, but it was easy for me because, you know, not only we got the crime rate, we got them closing schools and the schools not being up to par where they at. So it's a lot that's contributing to, you know, the violence in our communities. You know? Hello?
Yep. I say yep.
Yeah. It's a lot that's contributing, and everybody want to look at, you know, and people outside of Detroit, they look at it and they joke, and we became the laughing stock of the world, and everybody thinking, oh, these people, they just killing each other. There's some good people in the city of Detroit. It's people that.
But you look, what they do is they keep bringing up all the negative stuff about the city that'll help us move ourselves out of there. So, saying, oh, we need a safer place to go to. But when I look out the window, I see white people walking up and down the streets, walking their dogs.
Yeah.
And we are moving out to a better place because we believe in everything that we see on the news. I don't believe that bull crap.
Yeah.
Because I know Detroit has some beautiful homes.
Yeah.
Beautiful neighborhoods. But they're not taking advantage of the situation. Like, now is the time you can get a lot of these homes cheaper than you could have got them 20 years ago.
Yeah. Because just think, like you said, there's a difference between black people and niggas. And basically, you know, unfortunately, you know, in the neighborhood where I bought my house, I love that house. But unfortunately, I had a lot of niggas living around me. And, you know, and I'm not specifying because of color. I'm specifying because of actions. You know,
right?
A nigga is judged by his actions, and so straight up, and it's like, it's like
niggas don't want to work.
Yeah,
niggas don't want to work. A nigga will break into your house. Niggas drink and smoke all day.
Right.
I'm talking about black people. I'm talking about well-respected. I'm talking about black people are different from niggas.
Yeah.
Black people get up every day and go to work. Black people pay taxes.
Mm-hmm.
Black people take pride in their property.
Yeah. I mean,
most of the time, niggas just renting. They won't cut the grass.
Yeah. They squat.
They throw garbage down on the ground. You know, it's.
Yeah.
You shouldn't. Don't mix with them. You know, I say some of the areas where it's more of them in the area. I say let them have it. Let them have the whole area. Just stay the hell away from me. Just stay over there. I don't mind. You just, if you even got the whole side of that block, the second part of the block, y'all just stay down there. I don't mind. Just stay down there.
Because it's a shame, because right when I think that's what hurt me the most when I came back, the old block that I grew up in, and that's Hurlbut Street, right between East Warren and Canfield in Detroit. And when I ride through there now, and I see that my street is almost gone. You know what I'm saying? And it's almost gone. Like, it's like, if you look at it, it's like only two or three good houses left.
But
on the block.
It's crazy. It ain't crazy, but the things that a lot of those houses like 80 to 100 years old.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And if you're not replacing a foundation and a lot of the bricks, whatever, those houses should have got knocked down 30 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Those houses should have got knocked down 30 years ago.
But look at what they doing too.
You said what?
Look at what they doing too. They trying to make it seem like okay, now we want our citizens to, we want to get rid of these slumlords. So we're going to enforce something where we come and do an inspection on your house. So basically now they knowing they done made the property taxes so high that you barely holding on to your house that granny probably left you, or just say the grandma still might be living in that house, but she don't have money, and now you forcing these inspections that they coming through it, and that you gonna have to pay for, because the city ain't gonna do nothing for free. They gonna force you to have to pay for it. Then they gonna find all kinds of violations, knowing that you can't pay for it, knowing that you can't pay for it, and forcing you out of your
I just heard a guy in the store today say the city had put something on one of his properties. It was a building, and he said he started fixing up the building. He got everything up to code. He said they put a demolition sign on his door. Yeah. He had to go rush downtown. Yeah. He had to go rush downtown and show them that he'd been fixing on the place and this and that. And I said, that's what the city do. You'll leave and see your place one day, go back the next day, they'll tear it down because they want that property. Yeah. We have all these abandoned and vacant homes that need to get torn down. They won't mess with those homes. Right. But if they want that property, they will demolish your property and say, okay, take the city to court. We know you ain't got no money to take the city to court. Right. Just like I told you. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about, because they tried that bull crap with you. With the church. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And so you would have came. You would have drove by one day, the entire church would have just been gone. And you know what the funny part is? I still may be in danger. You know what I'm saying? Because they. Why you say that? I'm just saying, because you hear the horror stories of them just coming through. Just oops, we made a mistake, and now your property gone. You know what I'm saying? So they do stuff like that, man. And because I have never seen Caucasians in that area like I've been seeing lately. They walking their dogs. I have never, and I've been in that area, went to Southeastern, everything, grew up in that area. I have never seen Caucasians in that area like I'm seeing now, and it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I just urge anybody, I know it's hard, man, but take care of your neighborhood. I know some people may not, you may not be able to move
And of course, you might be living around 20 Ray Rays and Pookies that's gonna rob your home and all that. But as best as you can, try to hold it down, because it's easy to say move when some people just don't have the means to do so.
Yeah, you might not have money to move, but you can take care of your area.
Yeah.
You can take care of your neighborhood.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah, because it's so much, man. It's just.
I think when I was like 26, I was buying a house on 7 Mile in Van Dyke. And while I'm, fixing up stuff around the house, guys walked by, look at me, and was eating chips and threw the chips right on my grass.
And you know what, too?
And I said, what?
I was getting ready to buy a house right. Well, I was about to buy 2 houses before. I was about to buy one on State Fair, and I was about State Fair and Gratiot. I was gonna buy one over there, and I was gonna buy another one right by.
You was trying to stay close to Palmer Park?
Palmer Park, no, wherever it is, sir. I'm sorry, you got it twisted. That's a West Side dwelling.
No, but State Fair, that is over there because the golf course is over there.
No,
and then a little bit farther down,
not State Fair, not State Fair and Gratiot.
Oh, you said State Fair and Gratiot. Okay.
Yeah. So, you trying to be funny, but I'm gonna ignore you right now because we got company, and I know you used to it up in Menjo's, but anyway. So you keep playing with me, though. I'm trying to be cool. I'm trying to play it collective.
Oh, go ahead. What was you saying, man?
But I'm just saying that that while I was trying to buy one of the properties, I think that was Fairport and Kelly, right by Eastland, and
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Fairport.
Oh yeah, it's hard to get a house over there.
Yeah, Fairport and Kelly, right by Eastland. So when I was in the process of, I won the bid to get the house, and so we was waiting on the closing, and so it was something that the city got wrapped up in, and they said they don't know whether Harper Woods or Detroit was responsible for the taxes. And so it held me up. We had a near closing date to get the property. The only thing I would have had to do, it was a nice house. The only thing I would have had to do was throw a furnace in there, which was nothing. And so I sat and I waited, and while I was waiting, and I would go check on the property, and some squatters got in there. I mean, it was people riding up the street. They was just riding up the street, just jumping in houses, like they didn't even care. They were just, oh, this is my house now. I'm in here, and I mean, I was like, damn, So finally, my realtor called the police, and these people moved, but they had messed the house up so bad, on the inside. I mean, matter of fact, it was another thing. I would have had to put a toilet in there too, some toilets in there. Which was nothing, but these people were squatting in there. It was no toilet, no nothing, and these people was just, and they just messed the house up. And he was like, "You still want to buy it?" I was like, "Hell no." I said, "Man, this street full of squatters. I don't want to be around nobody. I want to be around real property owners, not no squatters." It was a nice home, though. It was real nice. And so, but, once again, here we are. But anyway, we coming down to our last 5 minutes. You what you got up, man? What you got more to say on that? You ever ran into a squatter on one of your properties?
Nah, cause my neighbors, you try to squat, the police will be there the same day.
You know what's funny? I would tell this. One of I ain't gonna say no names, but it's one of my boys. He had a property. I forgot where it was. East side though. I ain't gonna lie. He went out of town.
Yeah, of course.
He went out of town for 2 weeks, and he came back, and it was a dude sleeping in his crib, squatting. He had ate all his food and was in the crib just squat. That's when squatters, remember they had them squatters' rights. And you like, damn, a dude can set up, you can go out of town and a dude can set up in your house and just live legally.
Yeah. That's why I came back from Vegas so quick. I was like, man, if I stay gone for a little bit longer, if I walk in the house and see somebody in my house, I'm killing everybody.
You killing everybody, dude?
Everybody. I'm gonna kill the puppy, the goldfish. I'm killing everybody.
Damn, dog. That's some crucial stuff, dog. I ain't trying to kill.
No, I should have said that. I should have said that. But you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. It's crazy though. It's a crazy world, but fortunately, man, we got to do better, man. City of Detroit. I really hope for a comeback for Detroit, but I know it's not gonna be for us. Getting in Detroit might be like how we used to be scared to come across 8 Mile. Because once they take it over, they gonna make it to the others' liking, where we can't. The insurance gonna go down, everything, and but I don't think they're gonna be able to get rid of all of us though. So I don't think we got to worry about that too soon, unless they do some kind of genocide.
It's about that time for me to say
that I'm. But anyway, I enjoyed myself tonight on here. I gotta learn how to fully work YouTube, but it's new, and we did have a little people drop in and out that I seen, but we had Will in here. He said, "Got you on YouTube now, bet." Yeah. So we gonna try this YouTube thing out, and we gonna see how everything rolls. Hopefully we can get some new subscribers and all that for the Fatcat Show. So I'm feeling good about it. So we got a minute and 40-something seconds to go. You sure you don't have nothing to relay or say to the people satellite? What about your cable boxes?
90 seconds.
Oh, man. We got a bad connection.
Yeah. Oh, bad connection?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I don't know. I guess everything is mom on there. But once again, I want to start like I said, streaming off that my web page
60
too, so
seconds.
Hopefully we can get that going and take care of a couple of things. So what you think? Satellite? Yellow. He done hung up on me, y'all. Well, anyway, y'all, it was good seeing y'all. Till next time, Thursday, we gonna stream live again. Make sure y'all turn on your notifications, subscribe to that page, and always remember that number is 516-453-9481. Press 1 to comment. We gonna be coming up with some
10 seconds.
We're going to be coming up with some interesting topics. So we'll see y'all next time. Fatcat Show. We up out of here, y'all. Peace.